Hi, and welcome to Our Small Table. Today we're continuing the cast iron cooking and making bacon cheddar bread or bacon cheddar biscuits. Here's our finished dish. Let's see how we got here. Okay, the first thing I did was actually to cook the bacon in the skillet that I'll be using because it needed to be cooked, crumbled, and then completely cooled so that it's cool with no grease on it. Then I drained off most of the remaining bacon grease, leaving some here to grease the pan. Next few steps are very simple. We've got our flour here, add our baking powder, salt, pepper, and cayenne. Stir that together a little bit. Then add our cheese. You want to keep this from clumping, so you want to get it pretty well coated in the flour so that the little chunks don't stick to each other. And then our bacon. The oven is already preheating to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, let's set that aside. Got our sour cream, milk. I lightly beat the egg just to make it a little bit easier, but that's not strictly necessary. You can just beat it when it goes in. I'm going to start whisking these together a little bit because although my melted butter has cooled, it's still warmer than the other ingredients. So I want them to be well incorporated before I add the warm butter, or it'll start to cook the eggs. There's our butter. A little bit more, and then add that to our dry mixture. And as always, you don't want to overwork the batter. You just want to combine it. Especially with breads. If you overwork it, it'll get very tough and unpleasant. So once it looks like you've mostly got the flour incorporated, making sure to scrape the bottom. That's where we'll stop. And if these touch a little bit in the pan, it's not a big deal. because you can break them apart when they come out. This is optional, but I like it. It's a little Parmesan cheese. It also helps the chunks of cheese to not burn. And that'll go into the oven. Okay, I did notice when I was putting the batter in that it was looser than usual, but I knew that it would be okay because it would still make a good bread. So you can actually leave it. This has been turned out and cooled. You can just eat it as bread, or you can cut it back into biscuits. Just cut along those original lines. And we're back to the 4 biscuits with this beautiful brown on the bottom. And there you have it. Thanks for joining me today at Our Small Table. The recipe I've used is linked in the video description and is available at OurSmallTable.com. Next time we continue our cast iron cooking, so click subscribe so you don't miss out.